Oh, wonderful. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me here today. I'm live as I can be here on the Astro Radio Network, even on Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. I'm your host, Zsuzsanna Hörcsög. I'm a medium, and I'm coming to you live from the UK, where it is. The autumn has arrived, so it's getting a little bit, it's different, but then at the same time, it's very, very beautiful. So I really hope that all of you are feeling very well and keeping very well, and you have continued working on yourself as well, since that's why we are here. So it's quite interesting how things are developing. I know I originally I wanted to talk to you about the 21st of September right now, today, but always, not always, sometimes in the very last moment, I get a different idea. And then I decided to shift and change my conversation for today. So we will have two lovely callers joining us here for readings and consultations, just, having a little hint, just having a little trial, what it feels like when you are receiving messages or guidance. But while I'm waiting for them to be linked in, to be here, I just thought I'm going to talk to you about those lovely experiences when I meet people who have not had readings before, who have not had much spiritual experience, and the energy shift around, those kind of conversations, those kind of people. And two incidents. When a few weeks ago, I was exhibiting my work on one of the Elysian events. If you remember Ian Timothy, who joined us, I think 2 weeks ago, when he was talking about the Elysian events and the Elysian community. So anyway, I was there. And the second day afternoon, Sunday, I had one young person coming to my table and just discreetly telling me that actually she had been a little bit scared about mediums or any spiritual workers there, So it was quite interesting to have that conversation with her, just to see and just to feel her energy relax in the conversation, and just making sure that she feels okay about talking to a medium, or that actually doesn't matter how we are labeling ourselves, but somebody who is in one side of the conversation and not on the other side of the conversation. So it really made me think that yes, we live in a time when there are so many things are happening. The shift is happening, and it's so beautiful to see a lot of people, more and more people, stepping into the conversation and asking questions about what is there, what is the experience, what I'm feeling, can you explain? I'm feeling a little bit fearful. What does it mean? I'm a little bit fearful about the whole energy work. Tell me more. So when I have such a conversation and situation in front of me, I'm always feeling this absolute beautiful energy, because that's why we are there for each other. This is how we can help each other to really open up to a different reality, a different conversation. Now, before I go to the first caller, I'd like to read out a feedback which I just received literally an hour ago before we started this show here, from somebody I had a reading yesterday. And once again, this lady had never had a reading before, but I'd like to share this conversation with you. And it is not because of myself as a person and my work, but then please listen to her message from or through her own eyes, or from her angle, from her point of view. So that is a person who has not had a reading, and then just showing that actually it is possible, and then it is available, it is there for everybody, that opportunity. So this is what this lovely lady sent to me this afternoon. She was saying, Zsuzsanna is a dedicated, passionate, and outstanding practitioner who worked tirelessly to interpret and communicate the messages she was receiving during my consultation. I was not expecting to receive contact from someone in my past with whom, when they passed, I had a very difficult and fraught relationship, despite trying so hard to have them. In fact, I was hoping that they would not make contact, although I did not mention this person nor express this fear to Zsuzsanna. However, this person was the first in line to make contact during the consultation, and they passed an unapologetic and reassuring messages to me, which has finally given me peace over the situation. There were many other messages which resonated with me and some unknown dates which I will look into through looking at my family tree. Already within 18 hours of the reading taking place, some things which I wasn't sure about in terms of meaning have become clear as I have remembered situations previously forgotten. I feel that by having a consultation for the first time in my life and placing trust in Zsuzsanna, I have gained so much, and I now have also some puzzles to try and explore further. I recommend Zsuzsanna without hesitation for anyone curious or interested in having conversations with loved ones past. Thanks so much once again, and I will let you know how I get on in due course. So this was a message from a lady who had her reading, her consultation for the very first time in her life. And then when I was reading, especially when she mentioned that she did not want to have contact, she did not want to have message from somebody where the relationship was not really cleared, wasn't very, very peaceful. But in fact, that energy, that frequency came forward for her so that there is clarity, there is peace being brought forward for her. So it just really made me think the power of or the frequency of the work, what we do, what we do for each other. And then if you are in a situation that, yes, I am curious, not just to maybe want to have a reading, but then if you are curious to see what energy work feels like, I'm not saying looks like, but what it feels like, and what kind of openings there can be for you, or what kind of healing you can experience, or what kind of healing messages and words you can receive. My suggestion is that actually you step into that space, step into that space, not just because of the person who passed over, but then for your own sake, for your own well-being and that peacefulness and then that calmness, what you are able to feel afterwards. And then you see then, I would imagine the reality and conversation in the life of this lady and then in her family, because of course it impacts other people around us, will be different because this conversation took place between a past one and between her. So I thought it's quite interesting, and it's quite lovely actually from time to time to reflect on these situations when you have a reading or consultation for the first time. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm really grateful for this lovely person to send this message to us and then allowing me to share her words here. So very, very lovely energy again, because we have our first caller. So we have Allison in Aurora, Colorado. The USA is ready. So Allison, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well. Lovely to hear your voice. Lovely to link in with you here. So how can I help you, please?
Well, I don't know if you can see anything that's going on with my health, or but I've been having some issues and I'm not sure what it is.
Okay, so you are asking about, so we are talking about health-related questions. So you see, interesting, because when you said, what do I see? And in the very moment when you said the word see, I was seeing actually I got colors, and so I will start with the colors, because I need to acknowledge the greens and then the blues, the blues and then the greens. And then how I say the word blue, I feel that energy has, that color has more meaning as well. And what Spirit says, because it's just amazing how they work with me, because now I started with the colors, that they are inviting me to open different types of pots, because I see them in colors, like colored pots in front of me. And then it feels that, sometimes we are in a situation, Alison, when we are looking into our situation and we are really on one path and we want to understand it because we are looking from a certain angle. And what Spirit says, consider looking at your situation from a different angle, and I feel that's why they gave me a different pots of different hues of blues and greens in front of me. What they're telling me is that mixing the energies, mixing the colors and mixing the energies, I feel that while I'm doing this with my hand, it feels like the information which is coming in, make sure that when you receive maybe like a conversation related to your health, maybe from a medical practitioner, take it in and then work it through and then letting it out, because it feels that, when we can take the information in, we tend to keep it inside, and what they are encouraging us to do, encouraging you to do, take the information in and let it out, and take the information in and let it out, I also feel while I'm doing this with my hand, that you understand that I'm taking the information in and then I'm keeping it to myself, as if not really knowing what to do with it or how to handle the situation. Would you understand that, please? Yes, thank you. So, at the same time, while I was doing this, it also, the energy also shows me that sometimes I need to take, when we get the information, just wash it over, So it's, with you, the energy, the conversation is that taking it in and letting it out, or taking it in and then just with a pinch of salt and then above my head, letting it go, So whatever way you find, you need to find that space and find that flow of energy, that what you are experiencing and what you are taking it, you allow it to work its way through, work it through and then letting it out. While I'm doing this, it's not a coincidence. I was getting the blues and the greens, because while I'm feeling this, I need to let it out from my heart, and then I'm not talking the physical heart, but energetically the heart, I need to let it out. I also need to go back to the last 2-3 years and the last 8 years. And then that sadness, what I'm keeping in my heart, what they are saying is that it's really time that you let go of that sadness, especially if I go for 8 and 9 years ago. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. And then it's as if as if I'm moving forward in my life and carrying everything what I have experienced so far and not knowing what to do with it and how to let looser on the edge, because as we take in life, as we move along, we need to release the energy what does not belong to us any longer, and then that is what they are saying. Your question was about health, so sometimes Spirit gives me, yes, that is a shoulder, that is a leg, that is what I feel, the pain, this is how you can work with the energy. But then for you, I feel it is more of the overall, how you are experiencing your life, and then how you are allowing yourself to release what you do not need to release. I feel that they are talking about on the soul level what you need to do. When we have a physical illness, a pain or a discomfort or anything like that, that is a manifestation of the energy on the very, very, very simple, in our simple and very objective level, because we are dense form of energy, in human bodies. So when we feel when we have a physical ailment, then it means that the body is showing we need to do something on the higher frequencies. We need to do something with our energies, So would you understand, when I'm moving forward, and that is your energy, when I'm moving forward, sometimes I feel I really want to take the big step, but actually I'm taking one step back. It feels much more comfortable to take a step backwards than moving forward. Would you understand that, please?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Now, while I'm doing this, because right now I'm sitting, if you can see me, my energy is that I need to, as if in Tai Chi, I take out and then bring it back, and take out and then bring it back. That is what I feel, And then your conversation is that, yes, it's okay to do that sometimes, we have to take one step forward and one step back. But then for you, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to find that middle point. When we take one step forward, Alison, one foot forward and the other one is back, in your physical body and energetically, you need to find that middle point, and then I need to start balancing myself, and then I need to feel the energy in the middle. And then you know that it is safe for me to move forward and it is safe for me to look back. But then in the big scale of life, we are moving forward. I said the word, it is safe for me to move forward. I feel that is a key word for you. Does it resonate with you, please?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So it's absolutely lovely how they are giving us little bits, because it's, things are there. That is what I need to acknowledge. Universal energy, things are coming to you like bit by bit. And because I am keeping myself off this one foot forward and the other one back, and then I have not really found my way. How I feel that I'm really concentrating on where the end of the first step is and the end of the last step is, and then your work is to find where you are in the middle, where you are in the middle. I also need to say that it is, yes, things are coming to me, and I need to receive them. I need to be open to receive what is given to me, what is given to me. Okay. So energetically, what you have, we can talk about objectively or energetically. When I have something, I'm sharing, I'm giving it out, energy is going to come to us. We are able to move forward once we let it go, So we need to let go in order to be able to move forward, and then to be able to receive, I need to let go, and then I need to receive. It is safe for me to let go, and it is safe for me to receive. This is how we are moving forward. Is there something you feel that you can work on? I know this is a very short conversation here, but this is what I'm feeling with your energy.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You are very, very welcome. And Alison, feel free to get in touch, because I will be quite happy to finish your reading, and if there is anything else which needs to be said. So, feel free to find me. The email address is hello@zsuzannamedium.com. So feel free to find me. Thank you very much for calling in today.
Thank you. I appreciate you and your energy.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you very much for calling in. Thank you. So let's see. We are going for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we've got Jen as a caller. So Jen, can you hear me, please?
Yes. Good morning.
Lovely. How are you?
Good.
Lovely to have your voice. So how can I help you today, please?
I'm in PA. Mm-hmm.
So would you have a question related to your life or area you would like me to look into?
I just there's like a black cloud following me.
Okay, so it's like did you say like a black cloud above your head?
Yeah. Now
Okay.
It's probably 15 years because yes.
Okay, now it's interesting. I don't know if you have listened to the other conversation here, but then what Spirit says to you, take a big breath, and then you have to blow that cloud away, and then it's in a way that with you, the energies that you have stepped into the space that you are gathering the strength, like I'm getting ready to do it, to do something with it, but then I'm still in the air, I'm stopping myself, so that you've got that energy, you have taken it, and now it is time to just pushing it away. It feels like we are doing all these energies here today. So would you understand that, please?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. With you, it's quite interesting, because what I feel with your energy is slightly bit different, slightly bit similar to Alison's conversation, because I feel that as you are moving forward, you gave me this picture, and what Spirit says, as you are moving forward, that cloud is like a balloon, And then I need that cloud as I'm walking around, how we would have the balloon above our head, and we want to keep it. We don't want to let it go. And then as children, we go around with our balloon. We don't want to let it go, Then this is what I feel with that energy, that blob. And then you see, it's interesting because I'm not feeling the energy of the blob. But then since you gave me the picture, the energy again is talking about your perception, how you are perceiving that blob, and then how I am, as I'm walking around, living my life, it is still important for me to carry it and hanging on to it and talking about that. Would you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, thank you. And then I need to tell you, it feels like that you have had this balloon, and then you have now playing with this idea. You have had this balloon, and this balloon has gone around in the circle, has gone around in the family or your circle or a circle of friends, but it feels more of your family, And then it's that you have passed it on. You ask other people to manage, but then they pass it on, and then it's like a Chinese whisper, it came back to you, And then you know that actually it is the same conversation, the same energy what you had 3 and 4 months ago. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's funny how sometimes they give us the information. Now, what spirit consciousness is saying, that actually you could have another round with that, but it will come back to you exactly the same day. It feels that amongst all the people who have dealt with this situation, have dealt with this energy, you are the one who can see the clearest. You are the one who can see everything in a more objective, the most objective manner out of all the people. So what spirit consciousness is saying, don't waste your time trying to explain a situation or trying to ask help from these individuals, because they have not proved it for the first time, so they will not do anything different, now for the second time. But what spirit says, hang on to this conversation, and as a balloon, I'm putting it into my other hand and I'm letting it go, And it's interesting, if you can see me, that's my left side. Left side for me is always what is my recent past and what is next to me, and recent past and what was behind me, in objective timeline, And then while I'm giving the balloon, passing the balloon to my right hand, it means that as I'm moving forward, I'm letting it go, letting it go. But in a way that actually you need to see that there are more important things in your life ahead of you than spending time and giving energy to this conversation. Do you understand that, please?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was just wondering, because Marky killed himself, and it was 4 years, and it was, I have no luck, so that's
Yes. You see, the when you said the luck, in that sense, the luck comes and goes around. How I put my attention that actually it is passing me, or it is not for me, or it goes to somebody else, or I don't deserve, or I'm noticing it not finding me. I'm noticing that it is not coming to me. And then that is the conversation. That is the sense that actually, we figured out it has not worked. So why would we wake up one more day, one more morning, and then having the same track of thoughts, the same types of conversation, So my invitation is, yeah.
Persons coming around, like in heaven.
I just want to make sure I heard you clearly. Are you talking about like a person, like one person who came to your life and then stepped out, and then you are asking if the person is coming to your life again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if you are talking about one particular person, the energy is that it's better that if the person is not that particular person we are talking about, okay, it's better that person is stepping. And it was a good point that the person stepped out of your life, and then it's better that one particular person is not coming back. That is the energy. Because what I feel is that particular person stepped into your life, and then it was having a free ride. That is the energy. The one who was the one who was taking things forward. and then the person was just as a passenger, was not the person whom I would feel, or I feel the balanced energy, So if you feel that there was this person came into your life and stepped out, but spirit consciousness said that actually that was a good idea, that stepped out because you've got other things to watch over and other things to deal with, and then your energy, they are taking your energy to a different angle, so this is what I can say about this individual, Jen,
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so I tell you what, now given the time, we could always have just little short conversations here. Feel free to send me an email, because I would be happy to, look deeper and see what is happening with your situation here, So if you would like to take this opportunity, and my email is hello@zsuzsannamedium.com. So Jen, thanks very much for calling in and being part of this conversation.
Thank you so much.
And allowing me to work with you, So the rest of us, lovely audience out there, thank you very much for being here. Now, it feels like that this show just went just in a second or in a minute. Thanks very much for joining me. This is our show, Zsuzsanna Medium. I'm available for private readings and consultations, and come and find my Facebook page, Zsuzsanna Medium, even for live events, what I'm going to, or what I'm creating there. So thanks very much. Have a gorgeous week, and I'm sending you loads of love and many, many blessings. Thank you very much. Thanks. Bye.